you're able to now review the various information and then go through the text explanation as to why an answer is correct or incorrect. What Magoosh does is has it possible for you to use the information that we've created to use on a different error log, right? On an error log that you created. So you can take this information that is provided, you can copy this link, and then go into your error log and start to build out what is being taught, right? So we have the date, the source is Magoosh, the location is the link, quant is the section type, problem solving is the question type. What worked? We didn't have anything that worked on the problem this time because we weren't as familiar with working through the problem. So that shouldn't stop us though. Like going forward, we now know that we're going to where did we go wrong? Functions and identifying the function. What will I do next time? Identify the f of x. Understand the output. The output is fixed. And how will I address this? Watch function algebra video. Take notes on the embedded functions. And will I try this again? I'll try this again in a week from now. And it's like that constant, rinse, wash, repeat, that you wanna keep working on is how you build out an error log and how you work on a problem set. Okay. And so for that, you'll have so you could go to custom practice, and in this custom practice, pick verbal. I clicked verbal. All verbals are available. And let's say you want to drill down a bit and work on a certain type of question type, right? So let's say you want to do sentence correction. And let's say you're at your beginning stage of sentence correction. So you want to pick easy and medium. But it has all the question types available, right? For verbal sentence correction questions, they're like a minute and a half. So you want to put 5 questions, 10 minutes at the time. You want to do a quiz mode, and you want to have unanswered questions. So you're getting a fresh set of questions that you've never tried before, right? And so you'll do the same with this. You'll start your session and then you'll begin to work through, right? And so this will be information here. And so you'll work through the problem set and try out information and try out different steps. So if we were using this as an example, sentence correction, getting adequate sleep, a full 8 hours every night, the depth of which will be enhanced by a regular regimen of physical exercises, with significant consequences for not only one's immediate short-term health, but also for the immune system's ability in fighting major illnesses over time, right? So you see that there's like a split happening here. You may be familiar, and then you're like working through it. And so you decide, what you want to work, how you want to set it up and try it and attempt a problem. And let's say you've eliminated and then you selected, B as your correct or incorrect answer. And so that was the one you selected. And let's move through the rest of the exam just to show how to review. And so you're at the end of the exam, you move on, right? So here, B was correct. You got it right because of parallelism, right? But want to know why you got it right, right? You got it right because of parallelism. You're able to now review the various information and then go through the text information text explanation as to why an answer is correct or incorrect. So if you were to do this now on your error log, it's like, hey, I got this one right, but honestly, I kind of guessed. So now let's like capture that information. Even though I guessed and got it right, I should make some level of documentation as to why I got this answer right, or what went right, what went wrong, right? So again, you could take the link and drop the link into your error log. So we're back at the error log. And so you got today's date. Magoosh is the source. The location is this link. And you have verbal. This is going to be sentence correction. What worked? And celebrate the small victories. Read the sentence. Did a quick scan of the answer choices and eliminated and use process of elimination. All right, where did I go wrong? Okay, didn't identify the parallelism structure. Okay, so now from looking at this problem, there's a piece of information here that I really like and I want to share. And this is like a way to kind of think about it, right? If you were to look at this and say, hey, I'm going to find a takeaway. I'm going to find a takeaway. Every problem, you should have a takeaway. And on here, there's a takeaway.
So this is a long, complicated sentence.
But if you notice, for not only A, but also B, not only for A, but also for B, you want to...
We have with versus have versus having. So we have verbs or modifiers. So what exactly is going on here? Let's go back to the original sentence to see if we can figure out the overall structure. We have this gerund right at the beginning, getting, this gerund phrase, getting adequate sleep. That is the subject of the sentence. And we have all this modifier happening. And then we get to the underline, and notice that in the original prompt here, getting with significant consequences, and then all of these are the consequences. So getting adequate sleep with significant consequences. That's the core of the underlying sentence here. There's no verb in that. That's not a complete sentence. And so we need a verb. So this is not.
So boom, right? And so one thing I didn't identify is that getting is the gerund, right? So you want to know, right? What will I do next time? So you can put in your notes now, getting or any ing word at the beginning of a sentence should trigger me thinking about it as a gerund. Gerunds are subjects. In that case, every gerund needs to have a verb if it's at the beginning of a sentence and it's a subject. Apologies for the typos. Again, this is your notes, so you would punch everything out. So now you're just like additional notes. What is the additional notes you want to take? Okay. You want to figure out from there, like what is the next step that you want to take from the process, right? So for here, right, you want to now, take a moment to read an article, right? So there's an article in the explanation, right? So what I always suggest is that you want to take a moment to read the articles that are provided. So the article that is provided here is the placement of the common word for in parallel structures, right? It's like, okay, I didn't know why this for was there. What was this for doing? And so you'll click that, you'll get to the article, and then you will be able to review the article another time, right? And take a moment to read that. So that is how you kind of want to look at a error log and identify like what are the problems that they have and like how will you come back to review them. And that's the beauty of the error log and how it works. And so you just want to take your time to work through it, make sure that you have the various different tools available for you and use them in the most efficient and effective way possible.